Alright, welcome back to Dirt Cleaner Videos. At Superior Lapidary, I'm David Johnson, and we're going to do something not very different, but I'm not going to do a whole tutorial or an instruction video on what I'm doing. Just going to kind of catch up on my shop and what's going on here. Sorry if the volume of if I'm yelling, I'm not sure. I've got my 3M headphones on. So these are the 3M work tunes. They Bluetooth to your TV or your phone or whatever you'd like. So they're pretty nice here. As you can tell, there's a lot of ambient noise in the shop when you're doing rock stuff. So I like to wear these earphones to protect my hearing. I don't usually wear them while I'm doing videos. So today's video, I'm just going to basically do an update, show you my next project. It's very similar to one of my last projects, but so we're not going to belabor the point and go through a whole tutorial. But we will show you what I'm doing. So stay tuned and let's see what's going on at Superior Lapidary shop. There's the 18-inch Highland Park saw. That's going right now. I think we'll shut that down. That's a little noisy. I've got the Everclean unit, which is still going right now. It's got a big motor on it. That's humming along. The can inside is a little out of balance. I can feel there's a little vibration to it, but it seems to be good enough. Got the 30-inch Covington there. That thing is not getting a whole lot of use, but I do have some projects to do with that. One, we're going to stick an Everclean on it. Two, I'm going to put a hoist up to the ceiling so I can lift that damn heavy lid. That is one monster of a lid. I never minded it until, now I'm just not able to lift stuff like that anymore. So we are going to ceiling mount a little electric winch so that it'll go up and down nice and easily. Off to my left, it's probably not going to live here, we've got the Titan. So I used that a little bit today on a project. The old 6-wheel 8-inch Titan. That is a beast of a machine. So we'll get to that one day too. My 18-inch Frantom saw. We have seen that before on videos. I did that split nut replacement on here. I have mucked this out. You can see the oil, other than a little sheen on the bottom, the oil's out of it. We got that filtering through the bag. And again, I'm tired of filtering oil through paper bags. So that is my next project. We are going to put what's inside that little styrofoam container there is another Everclean, and that is going to go on the right side of the saw, or if you're facing it, the left side. So that's going to go on this side, which is completely opposite of the Highland Park saw. I've got my sphere jig in there, ready to start cutting some spheres. So anyway, we'll get going on that. I'll briefly go through that process. I aren't going to belabor all the educational points unless I run into something new. So here we go. I've also discovered that a rock saw makes a great spray booth. There we go. She's all primed up. That is my new jig for my big sphere machine. I'm going to start making some bigger spheres. This is something I've been working on actually for years. And yeah, we're going to see how it goes. Not that it needs to be painted, it's sitting in oil all the time anyway, but why not? The sphere jig is going to be pretty cool. I've got some reservations about it. I don't know if it's going to hold the weight of a large stone in there or not, but we're going to find out. I'm close to having it finished. We will show a little bit of that in a future video. When it comes to the mounting holes for putting this Everclean together, do whatever you need to do to make sure that they line up properly. If those holes are misaligned, those 4 holes, then the Everclean isn't going to mount easily and you're going to get some leakage by it. So I had to mount and then unmount, remount this thing 3 times before I finally got it. So the point of this is, yeah, make your holes perfectly centered and where you want them. Then once you get your holes all drilled, make sure you get the burrs off of it. I found a little deburring bit for some of the holes. I used a file for some others because those will also cause it to misalign and leak. Alright, so here's where I'm at with this. I know it's not a tutorial, but I just thought I'd tell you what I did. I'm trying to mount this damn thing. Sitting in the chair kind of sucks, but I'll get it. What I found out is at least one of the holes is just not quite centered right, one of the 4 mounting holes. So consequently, I got to take this down, or I might just twist it, drill some holes to the backside, go one size, grow a bit bigger. Hopefully that's going to do it. Here's a hint when you're tightening this blade on any of your saws, little ones or big ones. Don't get it too tight. That can cause some blade wobble. So just get it nice and snug. Also make sure that there's no obstructions between the blade and the nut or the washer or the carriage. That will also cause blade wobble. So keep it clean, get it mounted, don't over tighten it, and you should be good. Alright, we got a package shipped in from Highland Park Lapidary. I'm expecting to have a pump and then a bulkhead fitting for here. We're going to see shortly. Alright, there is the bulkhead fitting in a nice sealed little package. That's going to connect right up to the side tank of my Frantom 18-inch saw. I talked to him directly down there. I talked to Sherman Rowland and I actually messaged him back and forth, and they were able to come up with a rebuilt pump for me, so it saved me a percentage off on this pump, and every little dollar saved helps, and I'm sure a rebuilt one should be every bit as good as a new one. There it is. I think the only thing I have to do, I've got to get a connector to go from here to there. So I'm not quite all ready to put this together yet. But there's the pump, there's the suction end of the pump, and then it pumps out here and goes into the Everclean, into the centrifugal portion of it. It's got nice. When you put this bulkhead fitting on, and I'll show you in a second, the nut does not have any O-rings or anything on it. The other side does, and that's going to poke into the saw. So my saw tank is here. Do not spin the big piece with the O-ring. You don't want to destroy that O-ring. You want that to stay nice and clean and just squish down. Always do the spinning on the nut. There, it's making contact. That's all I'm going to do for now until I get that pump placed, and then we'll tighten it up.
sites as Louisiana and Colorado. How did that go?
So those two states kind of split. They run very different elections. In Colorado, by about a 50-40 margin, voters said that they voted down a initiative that would ban abortion after 22 weeks. It would send that abortion rules back to the states. And those conservative states where abortion rights are very much popular.
Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate you running some of the bills legislative and NBC political editor.
All right, that fits in there pretty good. It's nice and snug enough. It doesn't wiggle, maybe just a little bit. I think that's going to be okay. We got the paint can in. We do not put the lid on, otherwise that would prevent anything from working. All right, not a very big piece, but this might get us where I need to be with it. Alright, that's perfect. I got it just under the blade. I think that's where we want it.
Look, I think it's heartening that we didn't see stories of massive lines on election day, so maybe that's step one of the process. But definitely I think step two has to be processing this vote more quickly so that we don't create an atmosphere where people question the results simply because they take longer to happen.
Okay, well I've got the Everclean installed. I had my little board up here. I took which covers here next to the blade. I took that off. I have not tried this yet. We're all plugged in. I've added a little more cutting oil to the tank. This may take a little bit to prime up. We'll see how quick it goes. It might leak. I hope not. Should have checked time on that. Let's see, we're about 10 seconds in. Let's try it again. Alright, here a little air suction. There's a little oil in there. Oh, she's pumping. It's going kind of slow, but it is pumping. This can just hasn't filled up enough. getting something. Boy, that took a few minutes though. Alright, well, whatever happened, taking the lid off and on seemed to be the trick, what it needed. We're getting a flow through there. So yeah, let's call that a good Everclean install on my old Frantom 18-inch saw. Okay, that's it. I got my next stone ready to cut. This thing is going to be beautiful. It's going to make one hell of a sphere. So that's what I'm going to set up next. We're going to get that in the jig. Let's see how she goes. Alright, well there's a video this time. We've done the Highland Park Everclean install for the second time. I've done it on my 18-inch Highland Park. Now I've got it on my 18-inch Frantom. I think I'm going to be real happy with that. I've still got my 30-inch behind me. I may add one to that, or for now I just might cheat and put a pump in there and pump the fluid into here. Why not? So anyway, there we are, Dirt Cleaner Videos, SuperiorLapidary.com. That's where you can find me, www.superiorlapidary.com. If you like the video, hit the like button, boom. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. If you have a comment, add a comment, and that's it.